This game was hot as a tater tot. It was a spicy one. Rapid game, only 26 moves, had a completely crushing position against someone 150 points higher rated than me. My opponent was 1650. They are currently a little lower than that because I beat them. Very quick game, but a good game. Also, I played this game at a 91% accuracy. And it's funny because right before this game started, I actually watched, I don't know if it was a Gotham video or it was an opening video, and I wanted to try a new opening. So normally against D4, I play knight F6. In this opening, and I was super pumped they played the Queen's Gambit because most people who play D4 play London. I thought they were gonna play London, but they played Queen's Gambit, and I was like, yes, okay, we're gonna play the Chigorin defense. And not only did we get to play the Chigorin defense, but they took, and I was so pumped. Opponent took, and the idea of the Chigorin defense is when they capture the center, you take with the queen. You take with the queen, and now you have the queen and the knight both putting pressure on this pawn, which only has one defender. And the idea of the Chigorin is to get quick development. White should play this move. This is actually top engine move, I'm pretty sure. So knight F6, is this the correct move in this? I think this is it. I think it's the correct move. Knight F6, knight C3, and knight C3 kicks the queen out, and this is like the last part of this I knew by heart, which is queen A5. And queen A5, you play this kind of like a Scandinavian defense. We just keep getting quick development. Bishop G4. My idea is just quickly develop all my pieces. It's an inaccuracy, but that's okay. Is an 89% accuracy good for 500 elo? Yes, that is very good. My opponent played knight here, and knight here is already a mistake because I can just move my queen to safety. I think it's just kind of a waste of a knight move. I just play the queen back, which is excellent. So queen b6. Takes. And I actually am very familiar with these positions with the damaged pawn structure here. And now my idea is to long castle and to go crazy. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. Pawn push is best move. What are we gonna do here? Knight e5 is best. If they take, I take, and that's what my opponent's gonna do. My opponent trades, but trading isn't even good for them. Position is equal. They went from a +2 position for my opponent to an equal position in the middle game. I have a bishop that's developed, a queen that's out. I'm only one step away from castling. My opponent is at least one step this way or 1, 2, 3 steps this way. So I feel like my development is really good here. Bishop c3 is excellent, attacking our weak pawn, and my idea is to defend. F6, queen comes out, and now I'm thinking my opponent is gonna long castle. Well, I already know I want to long castle. Long castle also immediately puts pressure on this pawn, which is hanging. We'll see what happens. Opponent decides not to castle. Oh, yeah, so, okay. So this is a very weird move to me. Computer likes this move, but, so opponent not only decides not to castle, but now opponent cannot castle because the bishop is covering the castling squares. So they defend their pawn in the center, but they're giving me time. And position 0, 0, 0 according to the computer, but I was very happy with this. And e6, all right, just ripping this apart. Pawn f3, so bishop back, and bishop out instead to defend the pawn. It also allows them to capture. So takes, and bishop a6. The reason why this move is so good is because it prevents castling both ways. Opponent says, okay, a4. I was thinking, am I scared of this? And I was like, no, I'm not scared. Bishop g6. And what am I threatening here? My idea with g6 is open the d file, kind of. So my idea, and they played into this, they played a5, which is fine because this idea is actually a bigger threat than my idea. So they play a5, which forces my queen to move somewhere. So a5, and then I said, okay, queen b5. I maybe could have played queen a6. Oh, you know what I was really thinking? Okay, actually. So actually I had something even better if they play a6. And they did play a6. Okay, I almost second guessed myself for a second, but a6 allows for my tactic. But what it does is it lines up with the queen, and now we have the amazing move, rook takes d5, a great move, because if pawn takes, the queen is hanging, so the pawn cannot take. So they did that. They played an intermediate move. Takes, oh, I took. Oh my God, I was brave enough to take. And now queen c5, and it's super scary because if I move my king out of the way, now they win the rook. The best move here is to play what I played, rook c5. I'm just up a full bishop. We're just up a full bishop in this game. We just won a full bishop against a 1650. Oh my God. b4, opponent is really, really wants to take this pawn, and now I'm getting a little scared, but I calculate. I do some calculating, because after this takes, I don't get mated. I have space to go, and I can go up and around and be totally safe, and that's what happens. And not only that, but I won a second bishop. So I won both bishops. Queen takes pawn, king wraps around, c6. I'm totally safe. It is -10 to, you have to calculate all this. And I did. Rook a6, but now king just slides behind the pawn. There's no more attack for my opponent. My opponent can't even castle. This rook cannot even participate in the game, potentially. And we have king f2 trying to activate this piece. Let's see if I can check them and, you know, just like chase the king around and check. And I was like, all right, then king goes here and I'm gonna run out of checks potentially. So what is the best move here for white? I spent a couple minutes on this. I only had 2.5 minutes on the clock, but I took my time here. Pause the video here and see if you can find what is being threatened in this position for white. Aqua says, wow, I took my time and found the amazing move. Bishop e3. I spent 40 seconds coming up with this. Bishop e3 is best because it is defended by the rook. It is a check and it also wins the queen. So after this move, they move the king. They didn't even see the queen was hanging, or they would have 100% taken the bishop and at least gotten bishop and rook for the queen. Queen's lost. Queen is lost and white resigns. 26 moves! And that, my friends, is how we crushed a 1650. And damn, did it feel good. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel and check out this awesome video as well. It's chess and definitely would like it.